John Maxwell defines leadership as influence, and I agree. But when you think further about what that means, it's not simply about the person who's attempting to influence. It's also about the people that are being influenced and whether or not they're willing to be influenced. Leadership is a function of the community. It's about the interaction between the persons that may be trying to provide some influence and those who would respond to it. When a person becomes a leader in a community, they accept a level of responsibility for what happens in that community. However, the community is ultimately responsible for how leadership happens within that community. I think we have tended throughout our history to confuse the issue of leader, or the thought of leader, and what leadership is. And we tend to focus on the leaders, and we'll lift up and laud individuals who exercise great leadership. What I'd suggest, however, is that those are anomalies, and that in most parts, leadership happens among the people. And yes, there are certain times when the situation calls for a particular person to take charge, if you will, or to exercise a strong leadership. But I suggest those are rare and should be limited situations. Leadership is not about the individual. Leadership is about how we as a community function together and collaborate together. Leadership is one of the dynamics that happens within that system, and whether that's a system of a family, of a small group, of a congregation, of an organization, of a country, it's a system, and how we provide leadership within that system is a responsibility that all of us share, even though in many times most of us would just as soon leave it to somebody else to do. All the typical behaviors that we associate with or call leadership are things that anyone can do and are part of what makes for a community to function well. And I'd further suggest that the opposite of strong leadership is not leaderless, but what some have called leaderful, meaning that the community as a whole has embraced the idea that all of us at times and at places exercise leadership and help us move forward together as a community in developing healthy ways. So I would ask you, what can you do to encourage those in your community to exercise leadership consistent with their gifts and their expertise and their experience? And what might some people have to let go of in order for others to be able to exercise leadership?